We're going to let him cook. But first, my name's Ryan. I'm Ryan Scott Golf Fit. And I just wanted to do a quick swing check here for you guys on Minwoo Lee. This guy has been killing it on social media and out on tour. He's got a great golf swing. So let's talk about it. So taking a look here, you can see that the club is slightly outside of the hands. That's his style cue. Actually, I do the same. I'm outside of my hands as well. Not quite as far as he is, but I tend to have my club outside my hands on the takeaway as well. And typically, tour pros are going to have the club face in alignment. So somewhere inside of that first circle, if I draw the red line here, that's typically where the club face would be for most tour pros. But he's got a unique swing, so it works for him. As we take the club up, we're going up to the top of the golf swing. You can see he's loading into that right knee, applying pressure into that right quad, right hamstring to be able to use ground force as he moves through the ball. Okay, so now he's loading into that part of his body so that when he goes through, once he finishes his transition, he can use that pressure that's built up to apply for his downswing and follow through to give him all of his club head speed that he has. Okay, so as he's getting up to the top, you can see his hands are they're a little bit shallow, meaning that typically tour pros are about 3 inches behind that trail shoulder. He's right over top of the trail shoulder, but it works for him. He tends to be someone who swings more across the ball, and that's why this works. Okay, if he wanted to hit draws and swing from the inside out, then you would see his hands probably further behind that shoulder. But he tends to be more of someone who hits fades, or if he does draw it, it seems to me from the videos that I've seen, it appears to be more of a pull draw, which, again, there's 1,000 ways to hit a golf ball, and it's whatever works for him. Okay, so as he's dropping that club down, you can see that the club is parallel to the primary swing plane line, which is fantastic. And so, he's going to be able to really bring that club in right where it's supposed to be. You can see that the club face is now intersecting right through the hand position there. And then as the body is continuing to unwind, you can see his hips are already gone. Okay, the ball has not been struck yet, but his hips are far rotated past that ball. And then now he's going to let everything fly through. Now, again, we talked about the pulling of the club across the ball. You can see that there, right? So if I zoom in here, you can see that club wants to pull left across the ball. But again, this is what works for him. So as we get into the follow through here, because he tends to hit a pull draw or a pull fade, you're going to see that low exit point is happening here on that left side. So this is where the club is exiting. Typically, most tour pros are somewhere around that left shoulder on the exit point. So he definitely has a lot of pulling left motion on his swing, but that's part of the reason why he generates so much club head speed as his body opens up. It's, again, what works for him. One of the things that a lot of golfers tend to overlook, and I feel is like a huge thing that most people don't realize, is everybody knows how much these guys turn, okay? But not everybody realizes how much these guys actually tilt. You can see there how far his right shoulder is down. And so if his eyes were following the golf ball, his head would be completely sideways. And this is what I call a side view hitting position. Most amateur golfers are trying to swing from what I call a top view hitting position, meaning they're trying to scoop the ball. These guys on tour are turning, they're tilting, they're bending, and they're swaying into that side view hitting position, and that's why he's able to take a nice divot and get a full compression out of that golf ball and then release that club away from his spine there. So I hope that helps. As always, aim small, swing smooth. Peace.